Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the Suka Podcast. We made it to episode 15. I know most of you thought we wouldn't, and we even have ourselves a sponsor, Prime Energy by Logan Paul and KSI.
Hey, production, can I get a Prime? I actually didn't get one. Can one of the assistants grab me one?
You didn't get a Prime, Sam?
No, they didn't grab me one.
Why? I mean, have you never had a Prime?
No, I've never actually had a Prime. So I'd love to try Prime, but hey, thanks. Well, thank you to our sponsor, Prime.
Thanks,
Prime hydration
Kyle.
drink.
Thanks, Kyle, for grabbing that for
Yeah,
Sam,
thank you,
by
Kyle.
the way.
That's my personal assistant, actually.
Yeah, we each have personal assistants, actually, on either sides of us.
Luke's got Steve. I've got Kyle.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What flavor? That is the ice pop
This
flavor.
is the Ice Pop flavor by Logan Paul.
Which, if you don't know what an ice pop is, it's
This
a
is an ice
popsicle.
pop.
Ice pop sickle. Logan, that's a little mistype there. How are people going to know?
Also,
When you think pop, do you think popsicle right away?
I think pop
Grab
music.
me a pop.
Pop
Sickle?
music.
Pop music? Pop
Can you imagine? You say, hey, can you grab me a pop? And someone,
comes back with like music.
yeah, they're like, hey, I got the music, dude.
I would be really sad and angry if I didn't get the pop. Then I would be like, oh, you brought me a popsicle? Okay, understandable because Logan Paul's ice pop flavor.
We know
Number
Logan
3 pop
Paul.
music. 10% coconut water. Is that what the weird taste is?
I think,
we
no,
are,
there's no weird taste.
we kind of, yeah, there's no weird taste. I forgot. We're
You mean
sponsored. We're sponsored.
the
Wow.
incredible
It was-
taste at
well,
the
it
end.
was really weird. 0 carbs, 1,000 grams of protein.
I'm gonna give it a little sip. I'm gonna give it a little
yeah.
a little taste. Whoa, was that an ice pop?
Yeah, shut your eyes next time. It's like you're really
Wait.
having a.
Should I be licking this instead?
Yeah, you're like, what flavor is this? You just start licking it. They're like, that's not. You're not doing.
It says
that
ice pop. I'm a little confused.
Just so you guys can see, I'm gonna
Yeah.
have my Prime on screen.
Right there, right in front of me.
Wow, I can't figure this one out, can I? Right there, right on. If you're not joining us in video today, we have our Prime cams in frame. Just kidding. We're gonna take these out because it looks great, but we'd rather not block our beautiful faces.
So if you don't know what's going on with Logan Paul
That was a great
right now-
cutoff.
If you
You're
don't know
trying
what's
to tell me I
going
don't have a beautiful face? You're trying to shotgun me in the?
No, Luke.
Are you trying to shotgun me? You know,
Of course,
you're
I
trying to
think
shotgun
Luke has a
me?
beautiful face.
Oh.
I'm blushing.
But what Sam's trying to say is LP.
LP,
Logan
what's
Paul.
going on with Logan Paul?
Logan
Logan Paul
Paul.
has been getting a little bit of drama going.
Well, he always is in something.
Yeah,
First,
he's always
it was
under.
photographing the dead guy in Japan. Why would you ever do that?
Yeah, that was a little bad judgment.
Yeah, and then.
And then he laughed in the forest. That was rough.
Oh yeah, that was rough. What? And then he got into
He then,
boxing.
yeah, I don't think he got canceled at all doing
No.
boxing.
No,
I feel like there's been multiple like jumping. I don't know him all.
I thought he was pretty. He got in the pretty cool train when he started doing Pokemon
Yeah.
for me, and I was like,
Yeah, he had some videos
That's
because
cool.
they were super high production and like you could tell he actually cared
"Yeah,
about
we were
like what he was
this is
making.
actually cool." Instead of like, "What's up, vlog?
What's back? What's poppin', Logan?
What's back? What's back? Who's new? It's me.
Do you not know that? Everyone's been saying that.
What's back? Who's new? It's me, Logan Paul. I got something for you.
Dang, bars.
Bars. I rap on the side.
But currently,
He is crypto.
so if you don't know,
But crypto's a weird
Yeah.
thing for me, at least. Like, I'm always like, I still feel like it's scammy.
oh yeah,
Even
I
though
100%
it's considered
agree.
like Bitcoin still.
Yeah, I kind of understand it. My girlfriend's dad we were talking about crypto.
Oh, is he in crypto?
Well, no, he knows all about like finance stuff.
Yeah.
And that's part of it right now, which is weird. He said that's strange.
Oh my gosh, imagine he got scammed on Logan Paul's thing somehow. Logan Paul's Bitcoin, or not Bitcoin, crypto
Yeah.
was called
Cryptozoo.
Cryptozoo, where you put in your money to get the
You get an egg.
you
You get an egg,
well,
and
you
then
get
the
zoo
egg.
tokens.
Yeah, and then you can buy the
eggs.
eggs.
And then the eggs can give you
They hatch.
animals, and the animals give you more tokens.
Well,
So-
no,
and then you can turn your
yeah.
tokens back into
And then you can breed
and get more rare animals.
Yeah, and you can like make weird
But it
combinations.
turned out he's just using like PNGs.
Yeah,
of
no,
images.
yeah.
PNG is just a basic image.
But
so he just
did you
was
see
grabbing
someone already
images.
made the game? He's like, this game is gonna take like 2 years.
Someone already made
Someone made it.
Oh,
just
as
to,
a
like,
joke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to, like they're all like, he's like, this is gonna take like 2 to 3 more years to just like make the game, and someone already made it after like that video was out. Like,
but
a
that's
week ago.
without the crypto. So
Yeah.
that side, the money side.
But he said the game was like the hard part.
Yeah. Did you watch the CoffeeZilla video on him?
I did not. Did
I
you?
saw it. And
Did you
it
see all
breaks
3
down.
parts?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was awesome. I
Oh,
don't really
yeah, I
like
didn't-
CoffeeZilla that much.
I haven't watched
YouTuber,
any of
like
his stuff.
documentarian. And he just kind of like talks about these dramas and scams and stuff on the internet. And he talked about Logan Paul, and it turns this. I'll give you the brief rundown of it. He hired this guy who faked his whole career.
Yeah, he's an ex-con who's done
Did you
ton of
watch the
scams.
video? Hush.
not the official one.
He was on. Did you watch?
I've watched
Charlie's?
a ton of different guys talking about it.
But from what CoffeeZilla broke down was, so this guy that faked like he was at MIT, faked that he was
Wait,
doing.
he faked that he went to MIT?
He faked all these other. I can't remember exactly MIT. He faked where he went to school, his grades he got,
What?
the things he's created, and he basically lured people, all these like successful people, by saying like he got one, and then it led to the next person. That
Yeah, he got the.
Hey, can
I
you
think he got,
vouch
like,
for me?
The Mets.
Maybe the Nets. I think it was
maybe,
the Nets.
Yeah.
Very close. Same city.
M and N.
All right, New York guys. We have the New York Mets. Any other
Oh
name?
gosh.
Wait,
we
basketball.
gotta choose quick.
Net? Oh yeah, exactly. We should have done the Nets. You're a genius, Kyle. Kyle, what do you? Oh, genius. Okay. Sorry, I just have to remind you guys that the PA is there.
Yeah, there's. You mean
2.
the PAs?
Plural.
PAs.
But back to kind of the story of him faking all these things, which got him enough credibility to get hired by Logan's team. And that did not work out, obviously, because from what I understand, the guy took the software and is blackmailing.
He made like
Logan
$7
Paul.
million.
He was like, "You have to pay me, or I'm not. You're gonna not get this," which is just like, get trolled, LP. But as
Trolled
part of your
LP.
brand team, I gotta say, we are not with you. We're not
The Mavericks?
the
Not
Mavericks.
here.
The Maverick Nation. I used to watch Logan.
Oh yeah,
and
we
Jay.
watched Logan Paul
That
religiously.
actually technically is the whole reason we're doing YouTube today. Because
true, we
the
started doing
line of things
vlogs.
of what happened, it went vlogs. I did vlogs originally.
Yeah.
Did them, and then asked you to do them, and you would only do them if I basically begged. Do you remember that? I'd be
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Please, can you make a channel? And you're like, I don't want to, but fine. And those are that video. I'm so sad it's gone.
There's one. Isn't there? There's a couple.
Yours, the
Oh no,
video
I
game.
have them.
Oh, but where
Remember,
are
I have
they?
Connor Starr.
Yeah, but isn't everything's deleted on there?
No,
We've
I
already
have
checked.
the channel.
Yeah,
And I
but the
think I have-
videos are deleted. I know we've looked because we were looking for. I got stuck in a
Yeah,
purple
I think you're
slide,
right.
and we
But
decided
there
to
is
delete
one
them.
video from a gaming channel.
and that's hilarious.
I literally can't watch it.
It's
I
so
literally
it
want
has
to
so
die.
many like cringe comments, but it's
Oh.
so funny watching
It's
back.
rough.
That's. I mean, we have come a long way from the Suka days.
Oh, yeah.
wait,
The Connor
not
Starr
Suka
and
days.
Luke
the kind
Lero.
of, yeah, our alter egos.
We did not want anyone to know about these.
Yeah,
We were like, okay, we need to come up with secret code names.
name generate.
What was yours first? Was it
No, it's always it was
No, you-
Oscar Lero. Then it was Luke Lero.
Oscar Lero?
Then I was like, guys, I have something to tell you. I've been lying. My name's Luke Lero.
but
now."
it's so funny because like throughout the channel,
Oh no.
there's times where we call each other our regular name.
What did there? No, it was Oscar Lero. Then there's one channel when you went.
Sam Redwood.
You had Sam Redwood. When I announced I was Luke Lero,
Yeah,
we were like, you know what?
I switched my last name.
Yeah,
I made a big switch
yeah,
from Connor Starr
yeah.
to
you're
Luke
Like,
or
you're
to Sam
like-
Redwood.
I'm Connor Starr to my 12 subs. Now, I'm Sam Redwood. Mind blown.
And half those were ourselves
Oh my gosh.
or
yeah.
each other.
If you don't know, on a YouTube channel, you can literally subscribe to yourself. Like, not your own channel, but you can have other channels and subscribe to yourself.
Oh yeah, and we
Anytime we're like, hit that puppy with 6 likes, 6 subs, next.
full watch time.
And we're like,
we're doing everything.
Well, watch time at that point, it was all click through.
Oh yeah, that's
which
true.
is all like the clickbait stuff.
Yeah,
And we never knew that.
no.
So
Well, we tried
didn't
to
really
do,
take
like,
advantage.
Getting stuck in a slide.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we went to the Purple
Ugh.
Park, this park by us, and we just tried to fit in slides. Well, we joked like we were getting
Yeah,
stuck.
we're like, oh
no,
no,
I'm
we're
stuck."
stuck.
which is just
Which
hilarious.
clearly
to think
we
about.
were not. The slide is huge.
Yeah, no, we were not actually getting stuck in this slide.
It's like 12-year-olds.
We're like, this is good. This is great content. And we did some video games.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you did Mario Odyssey, but I used to absolutely work, and I still do work myself, but saying like,
Oh yeah.
I used to be like, all right, I'm going to film a gaming video, then a vlog, and then I'm going to schedule this and plan this Monday, Tuesday. 2 videos. I used to set up a mattress in front of my door. I used to have the Nintendo Switch portable screen set up with my camera.
This
filming.
setup was so legendary.
Oh yeah, I'm getting quality. But
You had like black things laid
oh,
behind
yeah, I
it,
was
so
like-
there was
I was
nothing.
like, this is gonna feel like professional. And little did I know, all I needed was a capture card, which we now have and have only used twice. But I think there's a lot of potential for gaming live streams.
Yeah, when
think
we do
that'd be
gaming live
hilarious.
streams, they are hilarious.
Like some Mario Kart would be so.
Oh
fun.
yeah,
But it's kind of hard to watch a split screen of Mario.
yeah,
I wouldn't really be into.
yeah. That'd be a hard one to watch.
I love watching Mario Kart. Though.
Oh yeah, Mario
We've been
Kart's
playing
easy
a
to watch.
lot of Mario Kart.
We have been gaming Mario Kart.
We if you guys don't like Mario Kart, number 1, you're lying because everyone loves Mario Kart.
Number 1, you're lying.
And number 2, number 1. That's my favorite joke to make. But gaming has been. I feel like as we get older, it's harder to play video games. Do you
Yeah.
feel like?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm not unless I'm doing it with someone. I'm like, eh.
There's so much less of a like a. You definitely feel that there's no payoff, and I think especially as we've gone on in life, I think people do stick out with the like video games, but I think we have gone more towards like shows and movies.
Yeah. Well, it's like
because people use video games as entertainment.
well, it's like, do I want to play? In my mind, it's like, do I want to work, which will get me something actually. Video games, which I have to work, and I won't actually get something.
Yeah.
Or shows where I just relax and don't get anything.
yeah,
It's like It's like I don't want to work and get nothing. I'd rather do nothing and get nothing.
but that's not the case right now because
Yeah,
Mario Kart.
because Mario Kart. Yeah, that is true. I mean, I've just lied there because I've been playing Mario. But Mario Kart's with
Mario Kart
with friends.
has our hearts.
Mario Kart in Stardew Valley right now has my heart. I'm
Yeah.
an elite farmer. I
Jealous.
take a lot. Yeah, I know. I got banned. We wouldn't bring that up because
So sad.
it's
It's a sore spot for me.
sore spot. Something this is, and obviously this is just a little crazy episode of
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of topics. I didn't know how many Reese's flavors there were.
No, I didn't realize there was like 16. Okay, there's not like 16. but there's-
Potato chip?
that sounds okay. I'm just gonna say that sounds disgusting.
I don't know.
I'm sure it tastes good. It sounds disgusting.
I don't know. I saw that and I was like,
It looks so thick.
Mm.
Did you see how wide
Oh,
it was?
yeah.
It was like
Well,
that
think, you gotta put a
wide.
Reese's, then a potato chip. And
Well, no, it's
then
like
the-
crushed up potato chips. I think. I guess I don't know.
Eh. Who am I to judge?
Who am
I'm
I?
just a guy.
I'm just a
Another
man.
another point that just came into my head. John Wick sucks. Oh my gosh,
I've
have you
never
ever
watched
seen
a
it?
John Wick movie.
Let me tell you the plot of this movie. It starts off. So John Wick, Keanu Reeves, sexy man,
Oh yeah, Keanu Reeves is
gets
awesome. Matrix.
Matrix. No, he gets, not Matrix. He gets. You misheard me there, but also Matrix. He's in the Matrix. He gets. At the start of the movie, we know he is this like bounty hunter, hitman guy.
So he's not a spy. He's like a hitman.
He's a hitman. This
Okay.
crazy hitman, like crazy skilled. He gets out of the what we can tell from this intro, super dramatic. It's like dun-dun-dun-dun, John. I mean, it's not a voiceover, but I picture
John. I'm just picturing like cars, shooting. John.
But it goes into, we see John Wick dealing with his life, and he has this lady he's with, and this is the love of his life. He gave up being a hitman to do this. This is all in like 3 minutes. So I'm like, what's going on? She dies.
Oh no.
He's at the funeral, talks to this other guy, William Dafoe.
Ooh, love William
Don't know
Dafoe.
who he is at this point. He goes back home to this giant mansion. There's a box. There's a baby puppy in there from his dead wife. Not really
What?
sure how he got this dog after the death.
Is she not dead?
No, she's
No?
dead.
Oh, okay. What?
From what I can tell from being almost
Maybe it's from
done
Willem
with the
Dafoe.
movie. There's my yawn. Yeah, maybe it's from William Dafoe, but I'm almost done with the movie. I had to stop watching. At the climax, I was like, this is garbage. Boom, off. He gets the dog. Russian gangsters come while he's at the gas station, see his car. They don't know John Wick is known by all as the best hitman in the gangster
By
world.
all? Oh, by
But
gangsters.
except for these guys. This gangster is the son of this head Russian.
Big mistake, Mr.
He goes
Gangster.
up to John Wick and is like, hello, mate. Wait. Wait.
Is he British?
Hello, my name is Volkan.
Oh.
I have to say that to get in the character, okay? But he's also has some British. It's the guy, he gets his in Game of Thrones.
Oh, it's that guy.
Yeah, it's that actor.
Oh, really?
I can't
We're just gonna
his
call him
name.
Reek.
Reek from Game of Thrones. Reek. Yeah. If you know Game of Thrones, you'll know what I'm saying. I don't want to say that.
If
on
you
the
know
pod.
Reek and you know.
Yeah. He's like, wait, let me think of what his accent is because this will sell this so more. He's like, hello, mate. I love your car. No, it's not like that. I can't do it. My brain
Is
can't
it British or is
It's
it?
like a little British and a little Russian.
Oh,
Combined.
what?
Like it's like a little
British.
Yeah,
That's what I
it's
pictured.
kind of like Russian. It's kind of like Russian.
Okay.
But it's not that hardcore Russian. Let's just say it's a Russian guy. To make it
We're just
simple.
talking about for like
It's a
15
British-
minutes the
it's like-
accent.
Oh, it's like an Irish. Like he's kind of Irish. The actor's Irish. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So what would Irish? Hello, play the bagpipes. I don't know. I can't get in. I'm trying to get in. Usually, I have to say something from that country and get
Yeah.
in the mindset. Let's just say he's Russian. Closed case on the accent. He has this absolutely sexy, sick car. John Wick.
John
does.
Wick? Okay.
He's at the gas station. He's like, "Hey." That was actually
That's
pretty
actually
good.
pretty good.
Russian. Let me just. He's like, I'll talk in a normal voice. Just picture him a hardcore young gangster Russian. I like your car. You say I'd like your car, and I'll be John Wick reacting.
I like your car. I'm just going with a
That's
new
okay,
accent.
Little high.
Okay.
Um,
I like your car.
Thanks. He's like so dramatic this whole time. The music.
That's
the
something I've
shots are
noticed
so
about.
dra-
I've watched
No,
the
like shot came down from like the sky and it was like pan. I was like, that's so over the top. But this is so good. He likes the car. He's like, I'll pay you 60,000 for it. That's actually an okay accent, kind of like what he's doing. It's not for sale. He's always like looking away. It's not for sale. He's like, and I'm like, at this point, I'm like, okay, here we go. The music they're playing is like, it literally was like, FB, get money. That's literally the lyric. Get money, get money, get money, get money. That's
That is
I looked up the
amazing.
song. It's called Get Money. Get money, get money, get money. They're rolling up to the gas station. I'm setting the scene. I'm giving you more depth. Gets out of the car. Oh, I love your car, mate. How much for? Okay, I can't. The accents are making my head explode. I'm not trying to. It's not for sale. Blah 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 blah. 60,000 for it. Blah blah. Not for sale. I just said that. Drives away.
Wait.
John
was it
Wick
for
drives
sale?
away. No, wasn't. So it's not for sale. He drives away. You're like, ooh. And then before he leaves, the other Russian, we soon find out it's the bodyguard of Reek, aka Russian gangster's
Okay.
son. Sorry, I'm getting excited telling this.
I thought you hated it.
I'm getting excited to hate on it.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
getting excited for you to hear this stupid
Okay.
plot. So he gets back to the house. The Russian gangsters find out where he lives, not knowing it's John Wick, go to his house, kill his dog, who's a puppy,
Oh, why?
break everything in his house, beat up John Wick because he wasn't ready for him, and there's a lot of these guys, and he's kind of out of training, damage his other cars, and then steal that car.
Don't tell me. Is there a training montage next?
Not really. Kind of a little training montage of him like, oh, God. Having to come back.
Oh, God.
He doesn't say that. But he goes through this kind of like he's like, that was the last. He doesn't. This isn't a voiceover, but this is what I imagine him saying in his voiceover. Oh, shoot. My dead dog is now dead from my wife. This is what the visual story. I'm giving you the voiceover of what the visual storytelling
Okay,
basically
okay.
is. Oh, shoot.
Closing my eyes to picture it.
My dead dog. That my wife is dead. That gave me that I only knew for a little bit. I loved her more than being a hitman. Now I must be a hitman and go kill the entire Russian mob. He now
What?
goes on a mission the Russian mob boss is he's my favorite character. He's like, in one of the guys, do you know the guy in the Geico commercials that gets destroyed?
Oh, yeah.
He's the one in an actor in that, and the whole time
really?
I'm like, Geico guy, you can't be
He can get beat up. I know he can.
You can't. Yeah, he's gonna.
He's pretty much
he's
indestructible.
Pretty good at getting beat up.
If you try and give him insurance, he's not taking it.
Yeah, he's already with Geico. But he goes to, I think, it's Russia. He goes to Russia. I'm pretty sure they're in. And the Russian boss is like, God, you idiot! He like hitting his son, beats up his son. He's like, do you know what you did? You just beat up the voodoo man and stole his car and killed his dog that his wife gave him.
Voodoo man?
And that's kind of cool. They're like, he's coming. And it's kind of, I mean, I get it. It's just like an action.
Yeah.
It's like a turn your brain off guy action movie. But the whole time I'm like, you're telling me he's going to mess with the entire mob. I get maybe because his wife died. He went through.
John Wick is this?
John Wick 1. This is the first one.
I thought
There's
the
three.
newest one had to do with his dog, like really hard. Is he just like a dog man, like
Oh
way
my gosh,
too strongly?
That would be hilarious if
like
John
the
Wick
next
2.
one's like, I got my new dog, and the mob killed him again.
John Wick 3. God dang it!
There was a puppy on the side of the road.
I saved
I actually ran it over. I have to kill the whole Russian mob again.
Oh my gosh, I hope that's what it is. Oh my gosh, it was just
I turned into Batman when I.
I'm gonna kill it.
Batman. I'm Keanu Reeves.
Picture like you're a movie exec. All right, you know the Russian mob. Don't want to mess with them at all. Well, the whole time, so John Wick's just going after this kid.
Yeah.
And you just like crazy scenes where he's just this bad man, the voodoo man. He's going, everyone's like, oh God, John Wick, I can't. They're like, oh, he's right in front of me. I can't use my gun. Punch in the face. And he's pretty good. I mean, it's a cool fighting scenes and you feel like it feels somewhat real. But the whole time I'm like, really? Your dog? Like,
Really? Your dog?
Like, I get your wife gave, but for me, for that to be better, it would have had to be the first 20 to 30 minutes of the movie. I get you want the plot to get moving, people to be interested. I didn't care about his wife.
It doesn't sound like you would if she died in the.
You gave it like 2 minutes, and I'm
yeah.
like, okay. And
I think it's so dumb when movies do that. It's such bad planning.
in the dog, it was kind of sad to see the dog. They really milked the dog.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that was.
I didn't mean that to come out how it did, but but what I mean is, they basically had the dog. They're like, oh, cute little puppy.
Oh, yeah.
He's like driving with the dog.
How old is
this?
it?
Is with the dog. The dog was a pup, so like maybe.
So they just killed the puppy
they killed the
just because
puppy.
they didn't sell him the
Let
car.
me make you cry. John Wick in the car with his dog. Oh, cute little puppy looking out the window. I don't know. I'm British now. Apparently, my accent's something about me, and you can vouch for is I'll randomly start doing an accent sometimes.
We just will do accents
That's
randomly.
all of us. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not just me. It's not just me. I'm not the only one.
Hey, this is me.
This is me. But we're in the car. I'm obviously with him.
As the camera, you're with them.
Yeah, as a camera, you're supposed to feel. So I guess they did a good job making me feel I'm with them because I just said I'm with them. John Wick was doing all these things alone. I guess he just got used to being with his wife, who was with him. Now he's all alone again. He was that hitman. Now he's together. Now he's all alone. But now this dog is him being back together. His last chance with his wife. He's in the car. They're driving. He's like drifting. The dog's having fun. Him and the dog are eating the same food. He eats the food, gives his dog his food.
I thought you were saying he was eating dog food. And I was like, what?
Yep, turns out John Wick was
Furry.
a little freaky. Yeah, Furry Wick 4.
That's the whole thing. That's why there's a dog every time. He's a furry.
He's just a furry. So he's really kind of with this dog. And when they're breaking in, he's getting beat up. The dog, you see, like, runs up, gets punted across, and then is bleeding on the floor.
Oh my gosh.
While John Wick gets kicked. And then we see the next scene, John Wick and the dog with a pool of blood around them. Just laying there. I was like, guys, that was really sad.
Hey, I resonate. That is why. Why'd they have to do the dog like that?
I was like, now my emotional strings have been tugged on. And you mentioned something earlier about you saw a trailer for
Yeah,
John Wick,
so
right?
when I was in the movies the other day, I went to Avatar 2
2.
and Fableman's Steven Spielberg's movie.
6-hour
Yeah.
adventure.
But I saw John Wick's trailer, and it didn't say it was John Wick yet. I saw Keanu Reeves, and
Wait,
I
that
was
means
like,
it's John Wick 4.
Or is it 5?
Or is it 5?
I thought there was 4th like 2 or 3 years ago. I don't know. I'm not.
They're on the next one.
Yeah, they're on the next John Wick.
It's like Fast and Furious. It's
yeah,
like,
it is.
I don't know.
And
You
I
just watch it
I
for
literally was
fun.
like, this looks atrocious. And then it said John Wick. I was like, this looks atrocious.
Well, you were at. So you liked Fableman's, but I want to talk about Avatar.
Yeah.
So I feel like if you have a good visuals and something people haven't seen, you go to the movies to see something you haven't seen.
Yeah.
As if I'm a normal person going to see, the story. Yes, it's good. Like, this is what kind of showed me. My girlfriend Eleanor watched Avatar 2, and she was like, "That was incredible," and I was like, and she literally goes, "Don't ruin it for me. Don't tell me the flaws that a filmmaker
Yeah,
would
that's
see."
true.
And I was like, Avatar made money. People that the general person likes it. Filmmakers might not love it, but for me, it's been harder and harder as I've learned more about movies to enjoy movies.
Yeah, I
mean,
feel like
still
I'm
really
looking through a
enjoy 'em,
lens.
but I haven't said as many good things. As
Yeah.
these.
I'm
You
much
and
more
me used
critical.
to be like 10, 10,
Yeah.
10.
But now we're like,
6,
I actually
5,
hated the
4.
characters and then the build up.
Which it makes sense because
Yeah.
character, like in Avatar, yes, the characters and story do suck, and it's basically all just visuals.
Yeah. And the visuals are incredible.
Yeah,
And
I
it's-
mean,
it's
it's a whole new
entertaining.
world. It's entertaining a whole new world. Like, for it to be something that, and I feel like if those things were there, oh my gosh,
Oh,
it would have
yeah.
been like people would have
'Cause
liked it. And
That's the
like,
thing.
this
James
is my
Cameron
test.
always has amazing looking worlds.
But it's always like, right now, tell me 3 non-human characters from Avatar. I think Neytiri.
Okay, those names are hard to remember. They had really weird names.
Neytiri is one.
I couldn't even tell you Jake Sully's like Avatar name.
It's Jixali. Remember? They say it fast.
No, they had another name. Or like, wait, maybe that was
that's
just
the lead. That's
yeah,
like
that was
the,
just the tribe.
Big Wataya. It's something like that.
It's no, but those names are just hard to remember.
Those are hard to remember names. So yes, that's. But Spider, good lord,
He was
that
just-
rough. Hey, bro.
That was every time he did that. I was like, that's so
Bro.
cringe.
He kept calling everyone bro. I'm
Oh,
like,
and cuz and dude, bro, cuz
no
and
one
dude.
says.
Hey, cuz.
Actually, that's not true.
Yeah, people say cuz.
But it just sounds kind of.
No,
cringe.
it sounded
Yo,
so
what
strange.
up, cuz?
And they're in the middle of the woods.
I know they're
or
in the
like they're
middle
in
of this futuristic
such
society
a far
in the
planet.
middle of the woods. He's never been around society, bro, dude. Cuh. No, start saying Wakaya or something.
Yeah. What's up, Wakaya?
Whoa, what's that? Wow, this is getting borderline.
Psychopathic.
Yeah, we're not being stereotypes because it's not a real place.
Yeah, it's Avatar. How can we be racist to Avatar people?
Yeah.
We cannot.
Hey, we're not excluding them from anything. It's not racist unless you exclude. But Avatar 1 definitely is a lot better.
Oh yeah, Avatar 1 is
It
incredible.
just was like, I mean, it's pretty hard. I think it's just so long.
And
The
yeah,
first one, I
that
do
is something
think
that
the
is
length.
when you
I
go
got
into a
immersed
long movie
really
like
hard in
that.
the first one.
Yeah, when you go into a long movie like that, that's 3 hours. It needs to be like the story needs
Have
to be
those little
grabbing.
parts,
Yeah,
which was my kind of trouble with Fableman's.
yeah.
Was if it was a little shorter.
Well, let's first Fableman's. I feel like a lot of people wouldn't know. It's Steven Spielberg's like
yeah. So
he
he wanted to
it's
tell
his
us
story.
story.
It's his story from when he was a kid about
It's
how he got into
based off
film.
his. It's
Yeah,
not
it's
as
based.
exact.
It's based.
pretty
off his
close,
story.
but not
Yeah.
like.
But yeah, that's all. Now go into what you were saying. I just want to give him some backstory.
Yeah, but Fableman's definitely, entertainment-wise, suffered from being long, which
Yeah, it
Spielberg
was
usually
really long.
doesn't do. He usually keeps it pretty. I think the optimal movie length is almost like hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah,
to
I was
2
gonna say an hour
hours.
and a half.
Once you get past 2 hours, you need to be. Your characters need to be strong. Your visual, everything needs to be strong because you're literally there for.
I want to give myself some props.
Yeah.
I did 6 hours of movie watching, and I survived.
Did
And
you
I actually
stay
liked
awake
it.
or did you drift at all?
Okay, I got a little sleepy at the end of Avatar. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, there's definitely some parts where I was like,
Well, it was bad because it was during the action.
oh, I know. Well, you're in there for so long.
Yeah,
And
and I was
yours-
back to back movies. I was
Yeah,
like,
back to back.
Huh? Oop. I think I did fall
and
asleep
you're back from
accidentally.
France,
Yeah.
so you're still kind of jet lagged.
Because I've been staying up.
Yeah, you've been staying up so late. So
Yeah.
everything's just out of whack, and then they just hit you with bro-cuh. And you're
And I'm
like,
like,
sleep. I've been sleeping.
I mean, I think that the visuals really make the story. If the visuals were lacking at all, the movie would be getting absolutely trashed on, I feel like.
and it's not even just visuals, it's that they're showing a new
Yeah.
world in those visuals. Because you could record the most beautiful trees forever that aren't like these fake trees. Like, go and record in your front yard and get the most beautiful thing ever. But that's not something anyone's ever seen. Obviously, that's the most boring example ever. But even like, that's like Marvel. Like, yes, and sometimes it doesn't even look good. But when it looks good, it's like, this is the same thing over and over.
Yeah.
Again. I want to see something new.
Yeah, I think world building is a large part of it, too.
And in Fablemans, they talked about that. Like, they showed that. You want to watch the train crash. That was the big thing, the miniature train crash. That's how he learned, like, oh, people want to see something you haven't seen. Like, that's what movies are about. And I feel like it's so oversaturated now that we always kind of talk about this. To do the numbers and to do something that it's all about people going to see and remembering and having kids see it so they grow up with it, like the Star Wars or Lord of the Rings is a little different, but Star Wars was like the first time you ever seen it, like a Back to the Future. I sometimes get so like sad, not like sad, but like I don't know what new idea there is that hasn't been done.
I feel like I think that there are still a lot of new ideas to go into, but I feel like because of where we are at with movies and like what's been going on with movies, where it's like Marvel movies, superhero movie, the same idea, and like it's not a lot of like original, new, like groundbreaking stories.
But we say that, but I don't think you could name right now what you would do as a new story.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like, if it was your goal, your like only goal to find a new story and to tell like an incredible.
That's the hardest thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you could go up to. I mean, you could obviously, like, Quentin Tarantino does a good job of creating these new ways of. It's almost, how can you tell the same story in a new way?
Yeah,
that's
true.
I mean, you take the filmmakers that were before us.
Yeah. I agree.
Suka.
Because I mean, I guess I think I was thinking on a different like plane than you were. I was on a different like.
Oh, you're on a different level
process.
than me.
No.
I was
on
here.
a
Well, you're
different
down here.
like thought process. But I get what you're saying, and I think that's definitely true. Because like if you look at Jurassic Park, you didn't get to see dinosaurs before in like a movie. That's the first time you could see live living dinosaurs with people.
Oh, Sam, those weren't real.
What?
Like, your mind is blown.
You're telling me lightsabers aren't real either. You're just messing
The
with me.
Titanic wasn't real, Sam.
You're just so lost.
I think everything's fake in the movies. But I know what you're saying, too, about. I just think we have I feel like it's not fair for us, especially because we're still learning, to even
it's
say.
Not fair.
To say, oh, no one's even making new stories.
Yeah.
When no one knows really how. Like, I don't really believe anyone's like, I'm going to create a new original story.
Yeah.
It's almost all inspiration. And I think it's almost not possible to create something that'll be. We've almost set, because we know so much about movies, especially movies, and that's pretty much it in the world, that we are expecting perfection.
Yeah, I think we're going
that
into
can't
movies
be
thinking
reached because we know. It's like Steven
Also-
Spielberg said, if you want to ruin movies, start learning about movies.
Yeah, I feel like also, at least for me, I go in not looking at, but like some of our favorite movies are like Spielberg's and like, or like Indiana Jones, which is a Spielberg obviously, but
Number one for me.
Indiana Jones and like all of those other like incredible classics that are like
Like
very
a Star
spread
Wars.
out, and they're not like they've gone like boom, hit. There's a lot of stories that are very good.
Do you give examples to point out like your timeline of stuff?
I'm just saying like
Like a Star Wars
and then like
2.
yeah. I'm just
what would be
saying,
your next thing after that? I just want to see
not
your-
like an actual timeline.
just so we're not talking in broads. Like, hey, there's been
Yeah.
a lot of good things out there in the past, but I can't name them. Think about what would
I
you
mean,
name
like there's
them?
like Jaws and
Okay.
right now I'm just in the mindset of Spielberg, so
Yeah.
I'm like I can't
And
think
also
of like a lot
high.
of other.
Are you saying like high budget
I'm
or
just
high?
I'm just saying
high like making a lot
I'm
of
just
money.
saying
or
over
people
a span of
it?
time.
Because I would not put Jaws and Star Wars even close to the same category.
No. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying movies that are looked at as like incredible masterpieces, they're looked at from like 40 years in the future, and they've had time to like grow.
Oh,
and
so
then
you're
also-
wondering if at that time.
Yeah. Well, I'm not saying it as
Well,
much
because
at the time.
when Star Wars came out and when Jaws came out, everyone loved it.
Yeah.
And that's why it is so big, because
Yeah.
people took it from their time and remember.
I don't know. I feel like it's such like a
I just don't know what you're saying, really.
okay.
about-
Okay, so I'm just
It's
saying
just very broad.
so I think for me, I go into movies and I'm thinking about movies that I love. And all of those, or not all of them, like because of course there's going to be movies that are similar in time period.
Yeah.
They're movies from all kinds of different times. It's not like all the movies came out all at once and like were all coming out in a span. So I'm just saying,
Are you really just saying your favorite movies are from all different time periods?
yeah. So I'm wondering maybe,
If you're waiting on
yeah,
that
maybe
next
we're just
movie to
waiting.
add.
Because of course there's movies throughout time that have sucked.
Yeah, there's probably been like, it's been, I mean, Tarantino said 10 years there's really good movies, 10 years off, 10 years on, 10. That's actually, if you've gotten to that part in the book.
I have
talks
not gotten
about-
that part. No.
I was watching an interview. He was actually with Tom Segura, that comedian who I love, and he was on there and he said, right now, is it 20? What is it even called?
21st century?
No, but it's 2020. Like the 2020 to 2030 is going to be a horrible
Oh,
time
the
for
century?
movies.
Or wait, the
I don't know if there's a
decade.
name for it. This decade it's decade on, decade off. This
Okay.
is the off period, he said.
Which that would make sense.
He said, right, every 10 years, there's really bad movies, and then it comes back, and there's really good years. I mean, if you
Let's keep our fingers crossed.
look at before 2020, that was kind of, yes, these were, Marvel was on its
yeah,
stride.
that's true.
People are is feeling good. Obviously, probably COVID helped with that.
Mhm.
Guys, remember COVID? I hate when people say that. It's like, no, I wasn't.
No, I don't remember.
I don't
that,
actually remember that.
I don't remember those 2 years.
Unless you're talking to a 3-year-old.
Yeah, there's.
Then they don't know.
I don't know why people say that. Do you remember?
No.
Nope. I don't remember when I got ripped out of school.
No,
I don't remember that.
I don't remember my life being on pause forever. I don't.
I feel like you have to be an idiot not to remember.
Yeah. Hey, sorry out there if you don't remember, but you're an idiot. We're not. We're all we're loving.
We
it
love
here.
we love you all.
But so this is just an off. Here just makes sense because like Marvel's going down, Disney's
Yeah.
going down, everyone's in debt, and that's also probably dealing with woke stuff. And
Yeah.
that's getting shut down pretty hard.
It's just that all.
Yeah, it's just kind of like, and I think it's kind of tainting Hollywood too. I think Hollywood's gonna.
I think
move.
that Hollywood is going to have a hard switch.
I think they're gonna switch, which will be almost worse for. Well, because you rarely meet anyone that's like, I love what they're doing. I love. It literally is like a cult group, the woke cult group literally
Yeah,
just
it
basically
shuts
takes
down a lot of
over
stuff.
and now people like everyone's just starting to be like it's showing up in the numbers big time.
Oh,
People
yeah.
are like, I don't want you to intervene in entertainment, like it's too
Yeah.
far, and I think that's also maybe
It
like
will be interesting to see
California.
what happens in the big studios
Yeah.
because they're all in massive debt.
Well, DC apparently, or not DC, Warner Brothers is apparently going to come out strong because they've announced they're not going to be including certain things only to include them. They're the first company to make a stand up against.
Oh,
They're like, we're going to go, and because they're going to deal with DC Comics stuff, but
Oh.
who knows what that's true or
Yeah.
not. I wonder where Hollywood would go, where the new Hollywood would be.
I think
St. Joe Wood? Where we live?
St. Joe Wood. Joe Wood. Just Joe.
Joe
Wood.
Mama. Sorry for that. Maybe like in Atlanta. I feel
Yeah,
like
I was gonna
that
say-
area,
Somewhere near Florida, like Arizona, Georgia,
That-
in that area.
because California definitely has the. I mean, it's everyone in California. It just has that feeling of not everyone in California, but California
it's
definitely is like
mostly-
that. Everyone,
yeah.
it's rich. This is where people go to be, like, this is celebrity. This is we're kind of in their own world. Like
Yeah.
it feels like a lot of that's where like all entertainers, YouTube people move. And I guess yes, it makes sense. But everyone there's like, let's go. I'm doing all this
Yeah.
stuff instead of which is less.
But also,
movies-
it doesn't feel like that. It feels like they're all very self-centered and like, or
Yeah,
not
but
self-centered,
it's like
but
the most self-centered are also the people that are like,
yeah,
let's go
that's what I'm
woke.
saying.
Like I believe in like you shouldn't need to. That's a whole mess we
Yeah.
won't get into, but that's why I wonder if it'll move more south, which is more about has more like anti that stuff or more towards like the Floridas or that,
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
which I think would be a cool spot. But it's just, I mean, really, it's the California
Or
weather
maybe it
is so
splits
good.
in half,
Oh yeah,
and
like
maybe like
new
California
studios
fights,
start,
and they just stick for what they're doing,
and then the
and
new
then
studios.
yeah, new studios
And that's
start
why I
sprouting
think-
up there.
I think this is the perfect time for us to start building is we're not worried about those things. We're
Mhm.
coming in with the mindset of what the original studios stood for. And
Yeah.
obviously there's always been a ton of issues throughout Hollywood
Yeah.
and how stuff is
Very
made.
corrupt.
But the Disney, which has been a genuinely clean, I mean from what we've seen, obviously there's probably been
I'm
some,
sure there's been
but I don't
want
want to learn that.
Hey, Disney, Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck. They're nice.
Mickey Mouse.
Tell me one thing
really-
Mickey Mouse has done
Mouse
wrong.
really liked the kids a little too much.
That's a BuzzFeed article right there.
It is. Mickey Mouse liked the kids a little bit too much. Too many handshakes, huh, Mickey? So I think we could literally by collaborating and pushing to
Yeah.
be
I think that
create
I
and
think
let's
that's true.
find this new area of film and retelling stories and telling our own news stories to get past. Let's prove that people want to see something good, people want to see something new and entertaining. This other
Entertain,
like
not to teach.
Top Gun and Avatar didn't include any junk or BS. Top Gun was good.
Yeah.
Avatar not as good story wise. I mean, both had different meanings to go see these two things.
Yeah.
But look how well they did. They made money, and a lot of people saw them, and that was
Top
something
Gun
people
made
are
a
like,
ton of
I'm
money.
going to see the movies. And that was like a kind of a wake up call. Apparently not enough for studios, but also for my mind, I was like,
But it's
oh,
also hard. They can't make that switch immediately.
yeah, 'cause-
Movies are made almost 2 years
yeah,
ahead of time.
and it's also the people making the movies aren't just the directors, and
Yeah.
it's a lot of producers. Hey, if you're gonna do that, you have to do this part.
Mhm.
So that's why I think if we can have our own thing, that we can have control.
We're gonna have control of it all. I think just having that like need to entertain over please everyone,
Yeah,
because having like, I think inclusion is important, but to include just to include
well, it's
every single person isn't important or like isn't beneficial to anyone.
and it's if inclusion's your first step
Yeah.
over, because there's no issues. What's being included? I mean, some stuff gets a little weird when you get into kids' movies adding stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously, we're also way too young to even know. Because it's like, well, no one's being. It's almost now being excluded if you're not that.
Yeah.
It's swapped. Like,
Well, it also is just, it seems like no one is willing to just like get people because they are good.
it's true over this person
Yeah.
because it might. I feel like they're. But what if this person hasn't gotten a chance? Or
Yeah.
and we're kind of beating around the bush right now, but. It would be a hard position, and we haven't really had to face it.
Yeah, that's true.
Because we're also around. We're not in like the Californias, which are more like diverse and
Mhm.
crazy, and we haven't had. Right now, we only are looking for people that are cool and fun to work with, which is a
Yeah.
good. That's where we want to be, and we want to just keep working. But as you get so much higher up, it starts becoming.
You have to start thinking
Oh
about
wait,
like,
I can get
those things.
if I was reading an article. They were like, "Oh, our boss told us to only hire these type of people over this because
Which
it'll
is
look
weird
better,"
because-
which is the reverse.
Yeah.
But obviously that's
That's actually technically illegal.
and then yeah, so it's like it gets so tricky
Yeah.
because it's like I don't even want to even worry about it because we won't have to. I don't think
No.
and we're kind of like we're gonna do our own thing. We don't have to. We can just bypass the industry,
Yeah.
which obviously long road to do that.
And I think that if Hollywood did split up, it would be perfect because I think that people like us, and not like exactly like us, but people that have like the dream of like, and maybe not, but maybe they have the goal of like entertaining and like showing a amazing story.
And just want to get away from that
Yeah.
world. Like, they don't have to worry about those things.
Yeah. I think that
Are you just saying like they would want to move into?
I think that that's going to be what like people that are like what we're thinking, and like just want to like make movies to entertain and like kind of almost twist the like film world back into not what it was, but elevated into it like a new age, instead of trying to
Not
like
saying
go
we want to
like-
exclude that.
no
We just don't want to. We don't want to consider even thinking that way.
yeah
We just want to say our morals are we're going to look for people that we want to work with and we think are talented.
yeah
Nothing else matters.
yeah
I mean, certain things like if they're right for the role, if that fits the character that
Yeah.
we like, or but I think you're right. If it does split and then that side starts making, and that's saying, okay, you want to do that? Fine. See how your movies do, see how that, but don't make it this one thing that this is what the film industry is.
Yes, because that could be the death
Of
Hollywood.
film. Of Hollywood.
Yeah, because film could still go up in wherever we are, obviously.
Wherever we go, film's going up.
So pretty much, if you look at it like this, it's going to work out. Hollywood is dead because of us.
Because of us. This has been a little bit all over the place
Oh, yeah.
today. But I think it was great.
I'd just
Prime?
like to say one more time, shout out to
Shout out-
Prime,
shout out
Logan
Prime.
Paul,
Shout
KSI,
out
thank
Logan
you
Paul.
so much. Ice Pop, great flavor.
Oh my gosh, that was a nice lick. Thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry for a little bit of abrupt end. We got a little carried away there. Thank you guys for being so beautiful and sexy. I said sexy 3 times this episode. I'm keeping
Here, I'll
track.
say it a couple times. You guys are all so sexy. Wow. When I look into your eyes, they're just so
All right, for
sexy.
legal reasons, I got to stop because we don't know how old you are. Okay, bye.